So I got this Polaris 700, 2007 model, and got it from a guy. I coached his daughter back in, I think, Coach Pitt softball. Anyway, upstanding guy, said he had it serviced every year. I don't think he was intentionally deceiving, but whoever, he said he recently had it serviced. Wasn't sounding right. I was gonna change the liquids. I did check the oil. Oil was changed, but the front differential hadn't been changed. It's got, nasty, black, gross liquid. The rear diff was the exact same, and the transmission was bone dry. I'm out on the trail, middle of nowhere. Transmission, the rear wheels lock up on me. I had to end up getting drug out of the Kisatchie National Forest and got to digging in it. Come to find out, in the transmission, this bearing, the outer race, was just shattered, and the parts of it had gotten locked up into the gears. I mean, you can hear, the bearings were shot anyways. This one's gonna need to be replaced. They're all getting replaced. While I was in there, I went ahead and pulled the front differential. Like I said, the oil was bad in it, but the bearings seemed good. But I am gonna replace these seals because I could tell that the seals were leaking. Rear differential, I've already replaced the seals on it. Fortunately, the gears were good in that one as well. Rear bearings were a little bit notchy. I could have gotten some more miles out of them, but I went ahead, and since I have everything off, I'm gonna go ahead and change the rear bearings as well. I checked the little plastic. These things probably could have been replaced, but they're all still intact. And getting that, so I got the rear differential out, and getting this transmission was a nightmare because it locked up with the shaft where I couldn't rotate the shaft. I couldn't get it off. That's why I had to take the front differential out. And while I had it out, I went ahead and, like I said, changing the seals on it. But man, I had to use the torch multiple times to free up stuff. Pulling the clutch was a nightmare. Getting that main clutch off, I actually had to use a strap, that one right there, tied to the frame, wrapped around the primary, attached down there, and then I got a big long breaker bar to break it loose with the puller. The front differential out, I had to take the fan out from behind the radiator and go out the other side over there. Knocking these little roll pins out required much effort and some swear words. The issue I had was the rear boot was torn, so the rear axle, I'm not even going to try to change those boots out. I watched the videos. That's going to be a nightmare. So I went ahead and ordered some aftermarket rear axles. So we'll put those on there. I ordered an aftermarket rear prop shaft. It's right here. Had good reviews. And retrospect, you look at these. These things were shot. They're just lots of play. This wasn't maintained either. For 2007, it's never, Polaris doesn't, I don't even see any grease zerk, so can't even maintain those anyway. Did order some U-joints. I am going to go ahead and try to change these U-joints in this front prop shaft. Oh, geez, man. Oh, yeah, I had to loosen the motor up so I could get it up so I could get this thing done. Oh, I'm going to have to pull it out from the other side. Man, everything on this thing, oh, geez. Everything takes forever. Trying to break loose stuff, having to heat it up, having to wrench on it, having to wiggle it and bang on it and all that. Getting this thing apart has just been a nightmare. Now, once it's all said and done, everything's replaced, I'm going to be fine. It won't need to have anything else done to it for a long time. So that's my goal, to get it to that point. But getting it to that point, Whew, man.